What's up, guys? I'm Nikhil Ball, your host of the Mindset of the Miles podcast, and today our guest is Emmett Zemla. So why don't you introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Emmett Zemla. I'm a varsity runner at South Line East for track and cross country. I like to do, ninja, karting, those are my other two sports. But yeah, overall, I run track and cross country and I enjoy doing it for sure.
Yeah. So how's school going so far in life?
Good. Honestly, I've been studying a lot for school, just, it's quite busy right now. A lot of tests coming up, that kind of thing. Um, it's a lot of like I got like an AP class I'm taking right now, so there's just a lot for that, and yeah, I gotta actually still do that assignment, but yeah, it's going well. I mean, definitely more challenging this year. I've taken a little more harder classes this year, but yeah, overall it's going pretty well.
Yeah, that's one thing I've always noticed about you is you really love to challenge yourself
Yeah,
and
I
whatever.
sometimes I do take too many like hard classes and stuff, or just challenge myself too much. But I think this year it's a pretty good balance,
Oh
like
yeah,
class wise and whatnot. So.
yeah. So how's off-season training been going? Because you do ninja and karting and stuff. Like, have you been doing mainly track stuff? Because I know we have our weight program and stuff.
Mhm.
Or have you been doing more like your own thing?
Yeah, so especially recently, I've been doing a lot more running, like in preparation for track. We have like off season, like the weightlifting and stuff. So I've been doing that. Especially I've been, and then before we do like the weightlifting I just do like a shorter run. I mean, it's still long, like longer than like what you do at like a track
Oh
practice,
yeah.
but it's definitely not like, cross country long. Like I'm not doing like 7 or 8 miles. It's trying to keep it more speed focused. Because I mainly run more mid distance, so just like really keep it speed focused type runs, and then like the longer runs, I try to go at a faster pace for like like maybe 2 3 miles, but like
Mhm.
keep it a nice tempo like pace. So, but yeah, off season running's been going pretty well actually. I've been getting into it more, but I mean, I've also been busy too with Ninja just because it's an indoor sport mainly. So I've been, busy with that too. So sometimes I'm not able to get the lifting in just because I have to go to Ninja
Do
practice and
one.
stuff. So.
So with ninja being a decent distance away, like how does the schedule and the training stuff work?
Yeah, so I mean, it being 45 minutes away, it definitely cuts into like, especially like track and stuff, it'll cut into it a little bit. I mean, so sometimes I can't like, finish weightlifting, or, sometimes like the run has to be just cut a little short. But I mean, I make it work. I mean, I'm able to still get a good workout in kind of thing. But yeah, it's really just a matter of just playing with the schedule, trying to get in when you can. I mean, you can really go up at any time, like because they have open gyms and stuff where you can just work on whatever. But usually when I go, it's like structured class type thing. But yeah, that's it's really just playing around with the schedule and with track and whatnot. So
Three,
yeah.
two, one. All right. So how's training actually look at Ninja? Like, do you guys actually do obstacle stuff, or do you guys like lift weights a bunch?
Yeah, so in Ninja it's like I mean if you like watch the TV show you kind of get a sense of like what the obstacles and stuff are. But yeah, it's primarily obstacle focused in the sense of, you're always trying something new. Like every time you go, you're not really working on the same thing. It might be the same skill in the sense of, you might have to grab something a certain way, but like it'll like be in the form of a different obstacle if that makes sense. So, I mean, in reality, you're never like running the same thing. You will like run the same thing over and over for like a set period, but then it's always being changed up because, especially in Ninja, you never know what the course is gonna be. You know
Well,
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
and there's probably times where like you guys have never done obstacles other than the course, right?
Right, exactly. So you kind of have to figure out like how does this like what's the root of this skill? Like that's kind of what we ask ourselves. So it might be, a balance beam that like tilts or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But at the root of it, it's really still a balance beam. So you treat it the same way as like a balance beam or a teeter-totter, but in the it's just in the form of something else, if that makes sense. So um, but yeah, it's mainly just obstacle focus, really getting down to those root skills, and different like I guess ways of doing it. It's always trying to be more efficient because you save energy that way, and part of it is how fast you can complete a course. So, but I mean, for sure, we do have a lot of conditioning, like like more explosive like weightlifting in the sense of like, weighted like pull-ups and stuff and like
Yeah.
stuff that really trains that explosiveness just because that's really what's key for ninja kind of thing. But no, I would say about 80% of it's obstacle focus, just figuring out how to do the obstacle. With that other 20%, you're really working like explosiveness, not so much like bulking and stuff, because
Yeah.
that like bigger physique's not
No,
really
you want
good
to be
for.
light for like jumping between obstacles.
Right, exactly. Yeah, but you still want to be strong enough to be able to actually do it. So, for sure.
Yeah, and I mean, I assume that cardio from running probably definitely helps.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, I've definitely noticed before I started running, it was, I was always really out of breath at the end of a course. Sometimes had to take a break midway through just to like catch my breath. But especially after doing like cross country track and all that, it's became more natural and like I'm able to actually get to the end of the course without, like
Hmm.
taking a break, I guess. So I'm like really able to like focus on the breathing while I'm on the course, you know what I'm saying?
All
So
right, so how do you think you did last cross country season?
yeah, so last cross country season, I mean, I think it went pretty well. I mean, the culture and stuff. It was a fun season for sure. I mean, I loved camp and like all the preseason training. It was fun to get to know like the new freshmen coming in and whatnot. Yeah, I mean the season itself, like actually like running the races was fun. I mean, like the first half of it was like really hot and stuff. Like it
Oh
was,
yeah, it's like 80.
yeah, especially Possum Hollow at
Both the
80.
times,
Yeah, I
bro.
know it was so
So
hot.
bad.
Yes, it was very hot. Definitely my least favorite race, but yeah, it was still fun. I mean, I enjoyed it. I was, half the season I had like a sinus infection though, which
Oh,
kind of, it's not fun to run on those. I mean, but yeah, it was definitely like a fun season. You got to really get to know new people and like connect with like old friends and stuff over running and stuff. So I mean, I thought it was fun. The season went well for me. I mean,
yeah.
PR'd by like it was like 30 seconds.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
forgot. Did you get into the 17s?
No, it was like a 18:28. I think is what
Oh,
my PR was at Gabriel Shard. Yeah.
I think you'll probably take at least a minute off next year.
Yeah. I'm gonna really like go
Yeah.
for it this year. Yeah. I'm gonna do a lot more running like on my own, like out of
Hmm.
practice. I mean, I did definitely last summer, and that kind of helped with like the heat and stuff. Because especially on those really hot days, my dad would always tell me go run. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Like just go get at least 2 miles and just really get used to the heat kind of thing. So I think that's where I did a little better. In the really hot ones. I mean, not fun, but like I think I
Hmm.
still did a little better than I would have if I hadn't done that. But I think if I really go at it and just like do more of that
Hmm.
on my own running, you know what I'm saying? I think I can definitely shave off at least a minute off my time for sure.
Hmm. And that's a big thing is like just being consistent, like obviously at a certain point, like when you've been consistent for a while, like it's time to up the game and like your consistent 1 mile every day needs to become a consistent 2 or 3 miles every day.
Right.
But like, just doing it,
Oh yeah, for sure.
obviously with your rest day every now and then because you can't just run every day
Yeah,
at,
for
at
sure.
your level. But like, just
Yeah,
do
for
it.
sure. Yeah. Just really upping the miles really just
Yeah.
helps
Oh yeah.
overall. I mean, yeah, it's one of those things I just need to get better at it. I mean, I'll do it here and there where it's like, I'll be maybe 2, 3 times a week, but can I just get that to 3, 4 times a week, 4 or 5 times a week, you know what I'm saying? Just to push myself physically, you know
Oh
what I'm
yeah.
saying? So,
And I think our team has a lot of talent too.
oh
And I
yeah.
think like you're one of the people that's starting to learn how to harvest to use it.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely think our team has a lot of talent. I think we can become one of the higher teams in like the better teams in our conference for sure. I
I mean, I
mean,
think we could definitely be top in the state by the time we're seniors.
oh yeah, for sure. I think I can't wait for our senior year. I think our
That's
senior
pretty
team will
insane.
be pretty good. Yeah, for sure. Especially you'll have some of like the freshmen that came in this year that were really good, like Jack and Ryan.
Hopefully my brother runs. Fingers crossed.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I hope he does too. He seems like he'd do really well at it. I mean, he's crushing it in middle school,
Yeah,
so.
exactly. He's halfway done.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. But yeah, I think our team's looking really promising. I think, especially by the time we're seniors, I think it'll be really good.
Yeah, so during cross country, we also talked a lot about karting. So how does that work?
Yeah, so I just did an outdoor league this summer actually. So like with like a lot of the off season cross country, I was also balancing karting. Um, so we started by doing like a tryout in the spring where they kind of placed you into like either a pro or regional championship kind of thing, with pro being like the more competitive
Oh
one.
yeah.
So, I actually, got placed into the pro championship. So I was racing kids who had done it for 5, 6 years, even more. I mean, because it was my first season doing it, so I was just kind of just trying to figure it out and whatnot. Because we haven't ever really been able to do it just because it's such an expensive sport and whatnot. But the league I found they actually provide the cart kind of thing,
Oh,
so
yeah, that's nice.
yeah, that cuts a ton of the cost. You know what I'm saying? So I just got to really buy equipment, just sign up for the league. So it's a lot cheaper. So
How expensive even is a cart?
well, so like an average season of like karting, like, because you got to change tires every race. You got to, there's always something you got to like get for the cart, you know what I'm saying? And people will pay like a couple $1,000s just for a part that adds like a half more horsepower and stuff.
My gosh.
It's insane. So like a typical season costs like $100,000 for one
My
season.
gosh.
Like it's insane. So that's why we've never been able to really get into it. We don't have
Yeah.
that money to throw into a sport. So
100K. And that's a season, you know? If you do
right.
like all year long, that's
Oh
probably
yeah, for
close,
sure.
close to half a million.
Yeah, well, especially like at the higher level, you're paying like that much just because
Yeah.
like at that higher level, you're trying to get recognized for like, Formula 4 or just any other series. So yeah, you're spending like a ton of money, you know what I'm saying? So, but that's why this league was nice. We found it for it was a lot cheaper. I mean, I don't know the exact price, but it was definitely it was under $10,000 for the league, like helmet, everything. I
Oh, yeah,
mean,
that's much better.
oh yeah, for sure. It's more manageable and like it's a lot easier for us to actually be able to do that than to because I don't know where we get the money for to do an actual season of car like a but yeah, it's we I was doing that all through the summer, mainly just it was on the weekends and stuff, so it was a little easier to balance with cross country. Just the weekend practices, I wasn't able to make some of them just because there was a race that weekend kind of thing. But they were all out of state. They were I mean in the Midwest, they weren't like
Oh,
ridiculously
yeah.
far, so
Well, Midwest
but
goes pretty far though. It goes to like
well, that's
Iowa.
true. Yeah, that's true. I mean, it was like Indianapolis. I think the farthest one was Wisconsin. It was like
I remember that one.
yeah, it was like I think it was like 7, 8 hours drive.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it could be worse. I mean, for sure. But yeah, it was definitely fun. It was a good experience, and I was really starting to get the hang of it by the end of it. I was definitely fighting a little bit more by the end of it, just because, I got used to it and like really, because like the beginning it was a little rough of a
Oh,
ride
yeah.
kind of thing. Just
First
never
time.
never done it
Yeah.
before. I mean these carts are going like 70, 80 miles an hour, so it's like, I never driven anything that low to the ground so fast, so it's
Hmm.
like you're flying kind of thing.
You
So.
probably feel like you're just like driving your body.
Right,
Yes.
exactly. I mean, the cart weighs nothing. You can like push it, pick it up. I mean, it's like, it's kind of like scary how close to the ground you really are. I mean,
I can't imagine what like a crash would look like. That'd be,
yeah, there was a few bad crashes. I mean, most of the time, there's space, so it's not like all walled in or whatever where you're gonna like flip or st and stuff. But like, you still hit the barriers pretty hard
yeah.
if you get sent off at top speed kind of thing. But yeah, it was really fun. I mean, I've always wanted to do it. Been really into like cars and racing and stuff. Like I said, we've never had the money to actually like, get into those like 100,000, 200,000 seasons
Mm.
of karting. I mean, it's like it's really only made for like the people who are like,
Really into it.
right, exactly, and like they have money and sponsorships and stuff. It's just a whole nother world that, I don't have any family who does it. I don't really know anyone who does it.
Hmm.
So it was a great experience for me. I mean, I
Hmm.
really loved it. It was awesome. I mean, great to actually do something like that. You know what I'm saying?
And I mean, you never know how things go because if you stay with it, you could get like, even if you guys don't want to spend your own money, you could get sponsorships, like you said,
Right, exactly.
that
Yeah.
cover like most of it.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, yeah, I mean, I know that's how a lot of people do it with sponsorships and just being recognized like through the sport. But especially it also helps when you do have like family and friends in it and stuff that you can like get referred through and like,
Hmm.
like you can get people kind of thing in the sport. But like I said, I don't have anyone I really know in the sport,
Yeah.
so it's just one of those things where it's something completely new. We never even really done it. I mean, I've I've only been to like a karting race one other time before I did that, so I didn't really know what it was like kind of thing till I got there and tried it. So, I mean, it was fun for sure. I mean, yeah. But I mean, like a typical like race weekend, structure wise, it would be like the first day, like Saturday was like all practice, where you just kind of get to know the track and
Hmm.
like find your breaking points, know your limits kind of thing.
How fast do you guys go on those like run through days?
I mean, it's generally all day. So like from like I think drivers meeting in the morning, like the briefing on it is like 7:30, 8 in the morning or whatever, something like that. You do track walk, you find like you walk around the track, figure out the
Hmm.
layout kind of thing. And then like each practice session I think is like 10 or 12 minutes and then
Oh.
you're out there, just you're really just playing around,
Hmm.
experimenting and stuff. So
Like free
you
ride.
yeah, exactly. And you just really just get to know the track for sure. So and then the actual race day on Sunday is one practice in the morning, just get back into it, just feel and get used to what you did yesterday kind of thing. And then it's qualifying, and then we do like a sprint race after qualifying. So qualifying is based on like time, so like who has
Yep.
the fastest lap kind of thing.
Hmm.
Then there's a sprint race, which it's like position based, so like whoever crosses first,
Hmm.
that kind of thing. It's not worth as many like points for like the
Hmm.
championship as like the main race would be. So based on where you finish in the pre-race or like the shorter of the two races is where you start for the main race kind of thing.
Hmm.
So if you started fourth in the pre-race and then you finish first or whatever, then you start first for the next race kind of thing. But the next race is where you get like the big points and stuff
Oh
where it's
yeah.
like, you get 25 if you win, 18 second, that kind of thing and like but yeah, I mean it's really fun. I mean, I just love going fast. I
Oh
mean,
yeah.
that's why I do like, running and stuff too. I just like to move, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
no, because even in sixth grade, like I wasn't quite the person that liked to be physically active, but I mean, you were. I mean, what was your mile? Like mid
um,
sevens, probably.
yeah, I mean, like in sixth grade though, I wasn't running too much. I mean, I mainly did sprints and stuff in
Hmm.
sixth grade. Just
Same.
that's what I, always did before that. But then, seventh grade, me and you really like worked
Yeah.
for that mile. I
Oh
mean,
yeah.
yeah, that was fun for sure. But yeah, I think sixth grade, I don't think I could run anything better than 8:30. I mean, it,
You beat me.
yeah, it was rough in sixth grade, especially for distance wise.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, seventh grade, we kind of really worked at that mile. I mean, we got it under six,
Oh
I
yeah.
think. Yeah, it was
And
like
then
at the beginning, at least, was under six kind of thing.
very next year we improved like 30 seconds on our 4x8.
Oh yeah.
And that made me realize like our seventh grade 4x8 team wasn't bad. We still made it to the county meet, but
Hmm.
like compared to our eighth grade 4x8 team,
Yeah.
like
Oh
our
yeah.
seventh grade team was awful.
Oh yeah, for sure. Our eighth grade 4x8 team was like really good. Yeah, for
Like I'm
sure.
pretty sure we went like 9:59.99 at the conference meet.
Yeah, right. It was, yeah. I mean, I know we were like like I think they had to like bend the time a little bit just to
So we
get
could get in
us
the county.
right, exactly. But yeah, for sure. It was a good team, eighth grade year,
Mhm.
especially. But I enjoyed it.
Yeah, and speaking of relay teams, I'm really excited to see what our relay team this year does because we
Oh yeah.
got Mustin, he's going to be a really great 800 runner.
Hmm.
Me and Brennan.
Oh yeah,
And
Brennan.
I think it's going to be, I could think it's going to be really close, but I think you should probably be in that fourth leg whenever we run like a 4x8 and invite.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, there's other people that run the 800 that are always they're right there with me, you know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? So, yeah, like I said, I'm just really trying to get at this preseason training a little earlier than I normally would, just to really get a head start on like the 800 and stuff. Because
Hmm.
like I really want to focus on the 800 this year, just because I've never really like just solely trained for it
Oh,
kind of
yeah, you're
thing.
excited to see what you can do.
Right, exactly. I mean, I was really happy with how I ran last year. I mean, especially I didn't really run much in the winter last year, so I think I ran like twice maybe in the winter. I mean, I was still able to, run like a 216, 217 somewhere in there. I mean, which I was actually really happy about. I mean, so I just really want to get it under 210. I think that'd be
Mm.
awesome. I
Well,
mean,
I think that'd be great.
yeah, that's why I'm just really trying to get at this preseason training and just, mentally get ready for the
Hmm.
800 for sure. I mean,
That's my goal too. So if you ever want to like hit some faster reps at 800 pace,
yeah,
like
for sure.
if Touch ever makes us do that type of stuff, I
Yeah.
think it'd be good for us to stick together on
Oh
those.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, like I said, that's why I'm doing all this like speed kind of focused like running for the off season kind of thing. Just it's like I said, I really want to dial in that 800. I think I can
Mhm.
do a lot more in it just because I don't know. I just like it for whatever reason, even though it's like a terrible event. Like
Yeah, you're like my dad.
yeah. It's like 800 and 400 like some of the worst events you could possibly run. and it's like I don't know why. It just
I mean, I like the 400. I'm not just an 800. Like I don't mind the pain or anything, but
right,
like the 400 is the 800, just like half the pain because it's half the time. So like
right. I know, but I 800. I don't even know. It's just
it's something else.
right.
It's a different
Exactly.
beast.
Yeah, for sure. Mentally it's so challenging. Just with it's like by the first lap, maybe like even on the back stretch of the second lap, you're already dead
Yeah,
at
your
that point. You just
lactic is
gotta.
just
It's just
done.
hitting you. Yeah, it's especially how I run it too. I always try to run that first lap really good to set myself up for a second lap and
Mhm.
just try to hold on for dear life, honestly.
That's how you're supposed to run it.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I'm just trying to build up that endurance just to hold on for that second lap. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
It's just that's where I die off every time. It's just
Yeah,
that last 200. I just gotta really focus in on that. But
arms.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, I know. I've been working on form and stuff too, just to like really, because form's never been the best. Just because
Mhm.
I, like I said, I was never a distance runner
Mhm.
in the start, so all the form stuff is new to me,
Oh,
and
yeah,
so
you and I are in a similar boat there. I
yeah.
like every single off season, I'll find some breakthrough in my form,
Oh yeah, for
just
sure.
for like during the season me to find out
Hmm.
that's not how you're supposed to run.
Right, exactly. Like I was originally told, like just watching people run and stuff, I always had the idea I was supposed to lengthen my stride.
Yeah, that's what everyone says.
Right, exactly. But then like my stride pace is like 140, 150. So it's
Mhm.
really low, especially for when I want to run these like faster
Oh yeah,
endurance
because you
events.
want higher cadence, you
Right,
know.
exactly. So I've been really trying to work on that this winter, just like get myself in the habit of going like 160 around like
Mhm.
160 close to 170 cadence kind of thing.
That should be for your easy runs, honestly.
Yeah.
Because 800, I mean, let's be honest, it's a sprint.
Right, yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
So like, if you look, actually, Jack Daniels, he's a famous running coach.
Hmm.
He like, they took like 40 some athletes from the Olympics, male and female,
Yeah.
and only one of them was under 180. And this was 800 to marathon.
Oh wow.
But
One
yeah,
under 180. Wow, yeah.
and only one of them had a cadence under 180.
Wow. Yeah, for sure. That's That's actually
Mhm.
that's good to know. No, I need to know where I need to end up. You know.
But I mean, one thing I did like, because I used to have a really low cadence too, is like
Hmm.
I just did form drills at my desired cadence.
Yeah,
Like,
for sure.
high knees, Garmin's got a metronome.
Oh, okay.
I
Yeah.
mean, you have to start an activity to do
Yeah,
it,
yeah,
which kind
yeah,
of
for
sucks. But
sure.
like, I'll just start a metronome and like just set it to the beats per minute and steps per minute I'm trying to do.
Yeah, for sure.
Or even
Yeah.
on runs that helps.
Right, exactly. Just having that pulse with you just
Yeah,
to like kind of have a reference. So, yeah.
because you'll know.
For sure. Yeah, like I said, it's been one of the things I've been trying to work on, but I've been trying to get to that like 160, 170 range just because that's like just feeling it, like doing it.
Hmm.
It feels very fast paced, even though I know I should be closer to 180.
Hmm.
But but yeah, I mean I'm trying for sure. But
Yeah, gotta start somewhere.
yeah, for sure. Yeah.
And I got mine up like 10 to 15 steps per minute. Well, actually, yeah, I think it was 10 to 15 steps per minute in a season.
Hmm.
And throughout the summer, I got it up another 5 to 10. And now in the winter, it got up another like 5 to 10-ish.
Yeah.
So, it'll just keep getting
Yeah,
up.
for sure. It's kind of like running. You just gotta keep at it, you
Oh,
know?
yeah.
So, for sure.
Yeah, so I mean, with your form improving, especially, you're probably really excited for the track season.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to the track season. I mean, me personally, I've always liked track a little more than cross country. I mean, I love them both in the sense of, the culture's fun. I mean, just running and like
Hmm.
being outside, like doing something physical, just knowing I'm challenging myself is always something great. I mean, they're completely different though, in the
Hmm.
sense of how you have to run on like, the type of things you need to train for, that kind of thing. But I always like track just because. Um, I'm not really sure why. It's more just like I have like something I can really work toward,
Oh,
like a
yeah.
specific thing, I have options, I guess,
Mhm.
rather than just running a 5K or whatever, you know what I'm
Well,
saying?
you also do jumping too. Long jump seems
Yes.
to be one of your things.
Oh yeah, I've always taken interest in it. I mean, especially like ever since sixth grade, really, I've
Hmm.
taken interest in it. I started because I thought I'd do a high jump, and I tried that. Like I barely qualified for our middle school high jump team, and
Yo,
I was like, I'm okay. And then
don't do high jump.
yeah, no. And then so then I went to long jump and I actually found a passion for that. I actually you know, never really trained for it, and I still did pretty well at it,
Mhm.
I think, for, first season doing it kind of thing. Um, but yeah, I mean, I've always taken a liking to it just because, you know, the explosiveness to it is just fun to, be able to do something like you have it's almost like a sprint, like it's like a sprint where
Yeah.
you have to like sprint into it, and it's just something different, I guess. And it's
Mhm.
it's just fun like flying through the air and
Oh
stuff.
yeah,
I
you
mean,
get to just like float in the air for 3 seconds.
right, exactly. And it's like it's kind of like what I do in Ninja where you like, throw a shade wherever you
Mhm.
just get that in the air feeling. I don't know. I've just always liked it, and it's always just something I
I mean, I think that's probably Ninja could probably play into why you like track so much is because of that variety.
Right, exactly.
With obstacles and stuff.
Right, for sure. Yeah, and how they actually I never thought of it that way in the sense of where like, in Ninja you never know what the course is until you
Hmm.
show up kind of thing. And in track, I mean, it's like, you're not always doing the same thing, you know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
You're not running a 5K only on the track, you know what I'm saying? So there's definitely variety, and it just I don't know, the atmosphere of it too is just like, it's because like you get those like faster events where it's not like people just cheering like as you're going and
Hmm.
stuff. You get like the real like
The
good
cheering,
energy.
cheering,
Right,
yes,
exactly. You get the good energy
makes me
from it.
jealous.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, even in those longer like track events too, you're still getting like there's more people like, they're closer together in the sense. So
Hmm.
it's like, you get people to really push you and stuff. Where cross
Hmm.
country, you might have like somebody like way up there and then somebody way behind. So you're not really like push it like no
Hmm.
one's pushing you like really as much as in track, you know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Like where track, you have people all around you at all times and you're always fighting somebody, you
Hmm.
know what I'm saying?
Especially like because track is laps, so
Hmm.
like you have a better sense of where you are.
Right,
Cross
exactly.
country, you can be like the course can be like 3.5 miles instead of 5 kilometers,
Right, exactly.
and then you're like, why is my time so bad? Why they come through the first mile in like 8 minutes when I normally come through in like 5:30?
Right, exactly. It's just like, and then you also never, like, I mean, when we do like the course walks and stuff, you never fully see where like all the markers are and
Oh
stuff.
yeah,
So you're just like, where's this mile marker at?
sometimes you can't even go on the course.
Right, exactly. So it's just like, okay, well, we're running this and we're gonna see how it goes. But like the track, you can like see your end goal at all times
Hmm.
almost. So, and like it's almost like you always have like a checkpoint because that's kind of how
Hmm.
I do cross country too, where I'm like, okay, I need to get up this hill. Now I need to
Hmm.
get to that tree. I need to get. So it's like I almost give myself little checkpoints to keep myself
Oh yeah,
going. You know what I'm saying?
and that can for me that's like it could be like just make it through this lap, or it could be like pass this person before
Right,
the lap ends.
exactly. For sure. Yeah. Like there's a lot more benchmarks I feel like in where
Hmm.
you can be like, okay, I need to finish this lap. I need to, pass this person. I need to get this next lap under, whatever,
Hmm.
110. So it's really just I feel like mentally it's
Hmm.
more fun, you know what I'm saying?
And I think track, at least from like a knowledge perspective, like cross country, it's good to have course knowledge. Like
Yeah, for sure.
you know where this hill is, you know how to take the hill, you know how to or when to start your kick.
Yeah.
Like track, you it doesn't matter. Every track is the same, plus or minus 10 meters.
Right, exactly.
So like
Yeah, for sure. And then you always I don't know. I feel like some tracks it just feels faster. I don't know.
Oh
It's
yeah.
like I mean that's kind of for cross country too. Some courses feel a lot faster, but I don't know. And like in track, I feel like you can kind of feel that too.
Hmm.
And so like that's kind of similar to cross country where I feel like I'm flying a little bit more
Hmm.
than like on this track versus this track. Like this one feels a little longer, even though it probably is the same distance. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
It's like I don't know. It's just it's weird like the perspective of it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my gosh, bro, do you remember the Lakeland for LVC seventh grade? Bro, the
Yeah.
turns on that thing were so
They
big.
just did not end. Like it was just I just didn't feel like I was turning. It
I
just
don't know how I PR'd, but worst meet of my life, bro.
Oh my
Well,
gosh.
I won't say worst because like I mean I ran the PR and like
Hmm.
I was decent place, but like still in terms of like track,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, I know. Like even that indoor meet we went to, I
Mhm.
was like that was the longest day under my life. You
Honestly,
you
that wasn't that bad for me because the last time we did that last year, it was no one was in the building and like it was dark
yeah.
and like we were getting lapped by like three people.
Yeah.
Like it was so bad.
I mean, I think just because I had never run like a 300-meter
Hmm.
track or however long it was, it just felt long to me. Even though you guys told me it's gonna feel long,
Hmm.
it just didn't wrap around my head until I actually ran it. I was
Yeah,
like, oh
no,
man,
it never
this is
ends.
long. Yeah, it's like because like normally you're running 2 laps, now you're running 2.5, and then
Yes.
it just feels long. It just really feels like you're running 2.5 on a 400-meter
But I
track.
will say, I ran the 600 at the lab. I think at my first meet of this indoor season.
Hmm.
That thing flew by.
Oh
It was
yeah,
so
for
good.
sure. Well, yeah, I ran the 1600 as well. I felt like it just went so much fast. I don't know
No, the
why, but
1600 run by so quick. The 800,
yeah.
different story. It
Oh
felt like
yeah.
it took the same time as the 1600.
Oh yeah, for sure. That one was so long. Like, cause like I mean, even for the 4x8 too, there was like barely any teams. So it
Hmm.
was like I felt like I was running like with maybe one other person. Where like in track season, I feel like I'm running with at least a
Oh
couple other
yeah.
people. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
because indoor meets are very hit or miss. There's either like a bunch of competition or like we're the only male 4x8 team entered.
Right. Exactly.
So like, well, there's two entered. One was a no-show.
Yeah.
But like outdoor track, you have so many people,
Oh yeah, for
and
sure.
like there's so many meets that you can just like choose and customize.
Hmm.
Like this meet doesn't have people. I'm gonna go to this one that's only an extra 5 minutes out of the way.
Yeah, for sure. And it's like I think like something about like the atmosphere to like the indoor track just makes it feel longer in the sense of you can't fully see the whole track just because it's
Hmm.
smaller and more people are in the
You
infield and
can't
stuff.
breathe either.
Right, exactly, because it's indoor. It's like yeah, it's definitely harder to breathe than like outside and stuff. So like I think for me mentally too, like not being able to see like when I'm on the turn, you like
Hmm.
can see like the start finish line kind of thing like when I was running, like doing that, it was definitely like, okay, where's like the line, you know what
Hmm.
I'm saying? So that I think that's probably part of the reason why it felt longer. With like track season, it's like more spread out, you don't have as many people on the field. So it's like you always have like a reference point, you know what I'm
Oh yeah.
saying?
No, you can see where
So
you are.
yeah, for sure.
All right, Emmett. So that was a good talk. It was
Yeah,
definitely
for sure.
fun. Thanks for coming on the podcast.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Um, so yeah, just really cool stuff. I'd say Karting and Ninja are definitely very unique. I don't actually think I've ever met anyone else that does that stuff. So
Yeah,
yeah, but props to you for handling all that. So
thank you.
any last remarks that you'd like to tell the audience?
Um, you can I mean, I always like to say you can do anything you believe in and just put your mind to. I mean, anything's possible. I mean, I know it sounds kind of cheesy, but it's true. I mean,
Oh yeah,
for sure. So, thank you for having me. I appreciate it. Yeah, thank you.
yeah, no problem. Yeah, wise words, great stories. So yeah, make sure to stay mindful and stay speedy.